The mind shapes life. Change your thoughts, change your destiny. How is your life unfolding right now? Are you drifting along, feeling swept away by events, by injustices, by circumstances beyond your control? Many people believe that happiness or misfortune depends on external events, on luck, or on the actions of others. But the truth, which philosophers, psychologists, and countless life experiences have confirmed, is this: it is your mind that determines your life, not the world outside. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is not just a statement, it is a guide to freedom and resilience. If you understand this deeply and act on it, you will discover that your inner world can remain untouched by chaos, and your life can become what you choose it to be. You are controlled by your thoughts, not by events. Think about the last time you were angry, frustrated, or disappointed. Did you blame it on someone else or on an unfortunate situation? In reality, it was not the external event that caused your suffering. It was your interpretation of it. Imagine a sudden rainstorm. A farmer rejoices because the crops are nourished. A shopkeeper rushes to protect goods from damage. A child runs outside, laughing with delight. The rain itself is neutral. It is the mind that determines whether it brings joy or distress. If you want to change your life, do not wait for the world to change. Change the way you think first. Every thought, repeated over time, becomes a seed in the garden of your mind. Positive thoughts cultivate strength. Negative thoughts foster weakness. Beliefs formed in your mind lead to actions, and actions shape your destiny. When you think, "I cannot," you stop before you even start. When you think, "I will try," every step forward opens new possibilities. Look back at your own life. How many times have you been held back by thoughts that you accepted as truth? How many opportunities were lost because you told yourself, "I am not good enough"? These mental chains are invisible but powerful, and they can only be broken from within. The power to choose your mind. The world is unpredictable. You cannot prevent failure, loss, betrayal, or injustice. But there is one thing no one can take from you: the freedom to choose your attitude in any situation. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, said, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." If a man can maintain inner freedom in the horrors of a concentration camp, why let everyday troubles dictate your peace of mind? Marcus Aurelius lived through wars, plagues, political turmoil, betrayals, and personal loss. Yet he never let these external events define his happiness or his actions. He reminded himself daily that his mind was a fortress no one could breach. Because of this mastery, he became both a wise ruler and a free human being. Start changing today by changing your thoughts. True transformation begins in the mind. When a negative thought arises, do not let it guide you unconsciously. Pause, observe it, and replace it consciously. Instead of saying, "I failed, it's over," say, "I failed and I can learn from this." Instead of thinking, "Life is unfair," ask yourself, "What can I do to grow stronger in this situation?" Positive thinking does not wait for circumstances to improve. Positive thinking creates better circumstances. Every small adjustment of your mental focus changes the way you respond to life and gradually reshapes the life you experience. Train your mind like a muscle. Your mind is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. One moment of insight is not enough. Change requires consistent effort. You must practice every day, in every decision, in every thought. Observe your thoughts. Meditation, journaling, or quiet reflection allows you to see your thoughts without being controlled by them. Recognize which thoughts are helpful and which are harmful. Nourish your mind. Fill it with uplifting books, meaningful conversations, and experiences that cultivate growth. Avoid toxic media, gossip, and endless complaining. Reframe your inner dialogue. Speak to yourself with encouragement, not self-criticism. Replace "I can't" with "I will try." Replace "this is terrible" with "what can I learn here?" Each day, ask yourself, what seeds am I planting in the garden of my mind today? The thoughts you nurture will determine the quality of your life. Real-life proof of the mind's power. History and everyday life offer countless examples of how the mind determines destiny. Steve Jobs, after being ousted from the company he founded, did not collapse. He treated it as an opportunity for creativity, eventually returning to lead innovations that changed the world. Nelson Mandela endured 27 years of imprisonment, but maintained inner freedom and forgiveness. Upon release, he became a symbol of reconciliation and leadership for a nation. Even in daily life, these patterns appear. A person losing a job can succumb to despair or can see it as an opportunity to pursue something new. Someone betrayed by a friend can cling to resentment, or they can choose to forgive, finding peace and freedom for themselves. The mind and Stoic philosophy, Stoicism, a philosophy over 2,000 years old, and modern psychology converge in a powerful truth. Life quality depends on thought quality. Stoic wisdom asserts that events do not harm us. It is our perception of them that does. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, widely used today, confirms that changing thoughts alters emotions and behaviors. Neuroscience adds that our brains are plastic. They can be rewired through consistent, conscious mental training. Daily practices to cultivate positive thinking. Morning reflection. Begin each day with a moment of contemplation. Ask, what thoughts will I allow to shape me today? Mindful observation. Throughout the day, notice when negative thoughts arise. Do not react immediately. Pause and question them. Reframing exercises. For every complaint or self-limiting thought, consciously find an alternative perspective. Gratitude journaling. Record 3 things you are grateful for daily. This practice shifts attention from lack to abundance. Affirmation practice. Repeat positive, empowering statements to reinforce constructive mental patterns. Each practice is a brick in the fortress of your mind, strengthening your ability to remain unshaken by external turmoil. The call to action: stop blaming circumstances. Stop waiting for the world to make you happy. Stop seeking peace outside of yourself. All transformation begins within, in the choices you make about what to think and believe. If you want freedom, let go of heavy thoughts. If you want strength, nurture empowering beliefs. If you want peace, return to the fortress of your mind and guard it vigilantly. You cannot control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. You cannot stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. You cannot undo the past, but you can shape the future by mastering your mind today. Living by Marcus Aurelius' wisdom. Marcus Aurelius left an enduring message. The quality of your thoughts will determine the quality of your life. Reflect on that. Every thought you choose is a choice about your life. Every belief you reinforce shapes your destiny. You hold within yourself the power to transform your suffering into strength, your failures into lessons, and your doubts into courage. So today, decide. What kind of mind will you cultivate? What seeds will you plant in the garden of your thoughts? The answer is yours, and with it comes the power to shape your destiny. Do not wait. Begin now. Choose your thoughts deliberately. Feed your mind with positivity. Train it, protect it, master it, and your life will follow suit.